Hi, I'm Katie with Ask Slim. Each week, our Level 4 Plus members have the benefit of being able to request analysis on two symbols of their choice. Last week, one of our members requested analysis on Bank of America. Now, this is a 5-year weekly chart of Bank of America. On the bottom, we have two sets of cycle brackets. The black cycle bracket represents Bank of America, and the blue dashed cycle bracket represents XLF, the financials ETF, of which Bank of America is greater than 6%. We like to overlay the relevant ETF or futures contract cycle brackets on some of our charts because those cycles can have an influence on the price action of the security. And you can see that, for example, here and here, when XLF is in a bottoming phase and exerts some downward pressure on Bank of America, even though Bank of America may be in a different cycle phase. Currently, though, they are both running together, both in rising phases of their respective cycles. Now, I do want to mention that the cycle brackets themselves are just a drawing tool that helps us visualize the money flow patterns. But the way that the actual cycles shaped up is shown outlined in black around the candlesticks. And where Bank of America cycles bottomed is shown by these purple vertical lines. And you can then use those to compare to the ideal cycle brackets on the bottom to get some idea of the consistency of the cycles. We also use our proprietary Reversal Scout to show momentum conditions on our weekly charts. The Reversal Scout is this green and purple ribbon. So not only does it reflect the momentum conditions, but we can also use it to help confirm the rising phase of a new cycle by watching for it to turn green after a cycle low appears to have formed. Notice how it did that right here. So we are currently in the rising phase of this cycle on positive momentum, and our initial projection is to the bottom of this resistance zone at about 37.5, and then the middle of that zone up here at about $40. Now let's switch over to the daily chart and see if we can get more information there. This is a 2-year daily chart of Bank of America. I want to show you these last 4 cycles. They are all negatively configured. That means that the cycle ends lower than where it began. And when that happens, the probabilities suggest that the next cycle will not be able to make a new high. And you can see that in each of these cycles, Bank of America was not able to take out those prior cycle highs, but was instead stopped in these resistance zones. Now, the current cycle also has so far not been able to take out this prior cycle high, which is up here at about 37.5, but something is different about this cycle compared to the prior 4. First of all, momentum is positive in this cycle with both the Reversal Scout as well as the slim ribbon. The slim ribbon is another proprietary momentum indicator that colors the candles green, gray, or red depending on momentum conditions. Notice that we did not have a positive slim ribbon in any of these prior cycles, but we do now. Also, this cycle appears to be configuring positively, which means that it looks like it's going to bottom higher than where it began. That is called a basing cycle when we get a positively configured cycle after one or more negatively configured ones. We have these blue vertical dashed lines out here on the right, and those represent a period of time of a few days around the trough of this ideal cycle bracket when we would expect Bank of America to make its current daily cycle low and then begin moving up into the rising phase of that next cycle. Now, that period of time is from August 22nd to August 30th. So what we're looking for here is for Bank of America to begin pulling back into this time period, which also happens to coincide with the daily cycle timing windows of many of the financial sector symbols. We'd like to see this support zone hold, which is currently from 33.77 on the top down to 32.21. It will rise as Bank of America goes higher, but if it's able to hold and start moving up into the rising phase of the next cycle, we would consider that a long side opportunity for a move up to about $37.5 to about $40 in the next cycle. So to become a member of Ask Slim or to learn more about our tools and services, please visit our website at askslim.com.